Hello students, welcome to AIMS India's live class session. So today from mathematics subject, progression topic we are going to discuss. So this is only a demo class. So our regular classes will be starting from coming Monday, means that is from 8th June onwards. So in the regular classes, so we are going to cover 10th class maths entire portion. Along with that, we are going to cover the topics of NTSC and topics related to mathematics Olympiads. So we will be covering regular topics along with that NTSC topics we are going to discuss. Along with that, maths Olympiads topics also we are going to discuss. Okay, this is only a demo class. So after this, from next Monday, you will be having the regular classes. Let's start our today's topic, progressions. So before going to learn about progressions, so first we have to learn some basic words, basic terminology related to progressions so that we can understand progressions in a better manner. So here we have to know about sequence first. Sequence. So actually, what is a sequence? If you observe here we have some numbers 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. This 3 dots, what does these 3 dots represent? These 3 dots means that this will go on forever. This continuation will go on forever. Means it is infinite. It is infinite. So we are having some numbers here 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on, which means goes on forever, continue like that only, which means infinite. So this is called as a sequence. This is called as a sequence. So in this sequence, we are having some terms. Now here 3 is the first term, 5 is the second term, 7 is the third term, 9 is the fourth term. Like this, we have infinite terms. Like this, we have infinite terms in this sequence. So here we can call it as a term, or we can call it as an element, or we can call it as a member. So the sequence will consist of some terms. The sequence will consist of some terms. Either we can call them as terms, or we can call them as elements, or we can call them as members. Three of them will relate to the same meaning. So this is an example of sequence. So combination of some numbers. It may be infinite or finite. So next. So infinite or finite. So let's see this sequence. In flower braces, they have given 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So here they have given a sequence. It's a very simple sequence. It's a very simple sequence. Now, is it finite or infinite? What kind of sequence it is? As we have 3 dots here, what does this 3 dots represent? This sequence will goes on forever. This sequence will continue up to infinite. So this sequence is an example of infinite sequence. It's an example of infinite sequence. Let's see another example. Here we have a sequence 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on. Here also they have mentioned 3 dots, which means goes forever. This sequence will goes forever. So this is also an example of infinite sequence. This is also an example of infinite sequence. So here next sequence 1, 3, 5, 7. Here we have only 4 terms, or we have only 4 elements. We have only 4 elements. And what is the nature of that 4 elements? That 4 elements are first 4 odd numbers. How can we define this sequence? The combination of first 4 odd numbers. If anybody asks you to write a sequence of first 4 odd numbers, what is the first odd number? 1. Like that, 1, 3, 5, 7. This is the sequence of first 4 odd numbers. Here we don't have and so on. The 3 dots are not here. So, and they have asked only for 4 odd numbers. So we have written only 4. So this is an example of finite sequence. This is an example of finite sequence. Means in finite sequence, the number of terms are countable. We can count them. 1, 3, 5, 7. Only 4 terms are there in that sequence. Next, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it is a sequence written from 4 to 1 backwards. 4 to 1 backwards. First 4 natural numbers in descending order. First 4 natural numbers in descending order. So that is 4, 3, 2, 1. It is also finite sequence because the number of terms are countable. 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So here, what is this sequence? Here we have 3 dots, which means and so on, goes forever. It is also an example of infinite sequence. It is also an example of infinite sequence. How is the sequence here? 1, 2. 2 is becoming double. 4. 4 is becoming double. 8. 8 is becoming double. 16. 16 doubles means 32. Every term is becoming double. In this sequence, every term is becoming double. So like this, we can have so many sequences. They may be infinite or they may be finite according to the definition of the sequence. Here A, B, C, D, E, first 5 alphabets, first 5 letters, first 5 letters alphabetically. It is also an example of finite sequence. Okay. So sequence means it's a combination of some numbers or some alphabets according to given definition. So it may be infinite or finite. Any doubt in this regarding this? Regarding these 2 slides? So dear students, please don't keep in the chat high like this. Please don't keep this kind of messages. If you have any doubt regarding the live session, you can post the doubts here. Don't keep personal messages. So what is a GP? In the next slide we are going to learn. Up to this content, is it clear? Okay. Thank you. Next slide. So in order. So actually we are telling that in the sequence, the terms in the sequence, just now we have seen so many sequences. So here how they are natural numbers. In second sequence, how they are 20, 25, 30, 35. Means 5 is added. 5 is added to each term. In third sequence, first 4 odd numbers. In fourth sequence, 4 to 1 written backwards. In fifth sequence, each term is doubling. In sixth sequence, first 5 letters alphabetically. Means all the given sequences, the terms, they will be in some order. Actually, what is that order? It may go forward. The numbers may go forward. The numbers may go backward. Or the numbers may get doubled. Or the numbers may get tripled. Or they might get multiplied with another number. Like that, they may behave in any way according to the given condition. But they will follow one certain order. So that's why it is called as a sequence. So they may have any kind of order. According to that order, they will proceed forward. So that's why all the sequences, they follow one kind of order. But that order, it may be of different kind. So next. So a sequence also, it is like a set. A sequence also, it is like a set. Because how do we represent set? In set also 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Means set of A. Set of A. This is set of A having 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like in that same manner, the sequence also one kind of set. The sequence also one kind of set. But some conditions are there. What are they? In sequence, the number of terms are in order. The number of terms are in order according to given order, either doubling or tripling or multiplying with certain number, like that. In sequence, all the terms, they will follow one order. But in sets, it does not matter. Sometimes they may follow order, sometimes they may not follow order. This is the first difference. So what is the second difference? The same value can repeat. The same value can repeat in the sequences. The same value can repeat in the sequences. But in sets, we will take one element only for one time. If you see the below example, so now 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 and so on. So this is an example of sequence having alternating zeros and ones. We are taking two elements alternately. First 0, next 1, next 0, next 1. Like that, alternatively, we are taking the terms forever. This is an example of sequence. But if the same numbers are written in the form of a set, so then what we have to write? Only 0, 1. Only two elements only we have to write. Because in the sets, repetition is not allowed. Repetition is not allowed. So once again I am repeating. Please listen carefully. Now the question is, what is the difference between sequence and set? What is the difference between sequence and set? Sequence also will have elements. Set also will have elements. But what is the main difference? In the sequence, all the elements are in order. All the elements are in order. 1 minute. So let me rub this. So let me repeat once again. So in the sequence, all the elements are in order. But in sets, it's not compulsory. Order does not matter. They may be in order, they may not be in order. And second difference, same value can appear many times in a sequence. But only one time in sets. Here 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1 repeated many times in the sequence. But if you write this as a set, we have to write only 0, 1. 0, 1. So that is the main difference between sequence and set. Okay. So let's go to next slide. Notation. Notation means how we are going to denote the sequences. So sequences also, they will use same notation as sets. How we are going to represent sets? Sequences also will be represented in the same manner. So each element separated by a comma and then put curly brackets around the whole thing. Means like this. So here, this is the first element, second element, third element. How we write elements in the sequence? Or one element, we have to keep a comma. If it is infinite, 3 dots we have to keep. Whole thing should be kept in curly brackets or flower braces. Curly brackets or flower braces like sets. So this curly brackets, or sometimes called set brackets, or flower braces, or braces, or we can call them as flower braces. Flower braces. Okay. The notation of sequences and sets both are same. Elements are separated by comma, and the whole elements they kept inside the flower braces or set brackets. So next, rule. So actually a sequence usually has a rule. So just now we have told order. So like that, it will have definitely a rule which is used to find the other values of the sequence, because we are mentioning and so on. Suppose if anybody asks us if 3 terms are given and so on is there, we want to find the 10th term. So then we have to first know the rule on which the sequence was built, so that we can find any term in that sequence. Suppose for example, this is the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9. So how is this sequence? It starts at 3 and jumps 2 every time. Jumps 2 every time means plus 2. 2 values it is jumping, means 2 values it is increasing. 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9. So what is the rule of this sequence? The rule of this sequence is starts at 3 and jumps 2 every time. This is the rule. But this rule we have to, if we show on the number line, here 3 is there. It is jumping 2 places towards right on the number line. Here we have number 3 on the number line. It is jumping 2 places towards right side on the number line. It is coming to 5. From there 2 places coming to 7. From there 2 places coming to 9. From there 2 places coming to 11. Like that and so on. So this is the rule for this sequence. This is the rule for this sequence. But the rule we have to write as a formula. The rule to be written as a formula. The rule to be written as a formula. Because in words what we are telling starts at 3 and jumps 2 every time. Starts at 3 and jumps 2 every time. Like that we are telling. Same words we have to represent it as a formula. Because in words if we write, it does not help us. It does not help us to calculate the 10th term, 100th term or nth term. N means the number of term which we want. It's a variable. If you want 20th term, then n value will be 20. So this n could be any term number we want. So that's why we want a formula with n. We want a formula with n in it, so that we can find 10th term, 100th term or any term. So the rule of the sequence, it should be written as a formula in terms of n. In terms of n. So what is n here? The term which we are going to find. The term which we are going to find. So that is nth term here. That is nth term here. Let's see the formula of same sequence. So now we have a sequence 3, 5, 7, 9. So now what is the rule for this? What is the rule for this? We can write it as 2n plus 1. We can write it as 2n plus 1. In n place, if we take 1, what happens? 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, 3. If we take 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. If we take 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So here how this sequence was built. This sequence was built according to the rule 2n plus 1. According to the rule 2n plus 1. According to this rule, for 3 elements, for these 3 elements, this rule is applied. It's correct. So for remaining elements also, this rule we can apply. This rule we can apply. Come on, try to guess the 10th term. Try to guess the 10th term through live chart. What is the value of 10th term? What is the value of 10th term? Come on, guess through live chart. Kirtana is telling 9. 9. Answer 9 is wrong. Answer 9 is wrong. Somebody asking about notation. Notation means in what way we are representing. The way of representation. The way of representation is called notation. Because here we are telling sequence. How the sequence is represented in like same notation as sets. In sets, how what we are doing in flower braces, we are writing all the numbers separated by comma. In sequence also we will do in the same manner. Okay, Sai, so many of them giving the answer 21. Very good, Mukesh Kumar, Rama Lakshmana, Nagam, Dhanpal, everybody. 21 is the right answer. Somebody is telling 30. 30 is the wrong answer. Because we have to find 10th term. What we have told here while writing the rule. So now 3, 5, 7. This is a sequence. For this sequence, we have to write a formula. What we have to write? We have to write a formula. We have to write a formula. Formula should be written in terms of n. What is n here? The term which we want to find. The term which we want to find, that is n here. According to, in terms of n, what is the rule here? 2 into n plus 1. Now what they asked, 10th term they are asking. So this n value is 10. N value is 10. So what we have to do? 2 into, in the place of n we have to keep 10 plus 1. So what does it becomes equal to? 2 into 10, 20 plus 1. 21 is the correct answer. So okay, if we know the rule of any sequence, automatically we can find any term in that sequence. Okay. Any doubt? Or find out 21st term. Come on, find out 21st term. What is the value of 21st term? Find the answer. 21st term. What is the answer? 21st term. I am waiting for the answer. What is the 21st term? Kirtana, very good, 43. Still anybody else? 21st term, 43. 40. Kirtana gave the first answer. Okay, 2 into 21 plus 1. 2 into 21 plus 1. 42 plus 1. So the answer is 43. Okay, like this we can find any term in the sequence based on the rule. Based on the rule. Next. Any doubt regarding this? Do you have any doubt? Anybody having doubt regarding this concept? Okay, let's go to next slide. So in sequences, we have some special kind of sequences. In that, first kind is arithmetic sequence. So arithmetic sequence means the sequence in which the difference between one term and the next term is always a constant. That sequence will be considered as a arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression. So the definition of arithmetic sequence is if the difference between one term and next term is constant. It may be difference between first and second term or difference between second term, third term. or difference between third term, fourth term, what they are telling, one term and the next term. If this difference is constant, then that sequence is called as a arithmetic sequence. In other words, we can also define in other words, in what way? If we just add some value each time to the other number up to infinity, so then it is also an example of arithmetic sequence. Let's see with the example. Here we have 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25. So let's strike off this. So here we have a sequence starting from 1 up to 25 and so on. Up to 25 and so on. Okay. So this sequence has a difference of, now here 1. If we add 3 to 1, the value will become 4. The value will become 4. If we add 3 to 4, 7, plus 3, 10, plus 3, 13, plus 3, 16. Here we are continuously, we are adding plus 3, so that this other term is formed. Other term is formed. So like this, we are having a sequence. So the difference of any two terms, if you take the difference of these two terms, 22 and 25, what is the difference? 3. 13, 16, what is the difference? 3. 7, 4, what is the difference? 3. The difference between any two terms is constant, and the constant difference is plus 3. So here, as the difference is constant between two terms, so that's why it is called as a arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence. So how we will get arithmetic sequence? So now whatever difference is there, if we go on adding, now first term is 1. If I add 3, it will become 4. If I add 3, it will become 7. Next 3, 10. Like that, from first term onwards, each term, how it is getting formed, by adding plus 3, the other term is formed. By adding plus 3, third term is formed. By adding plus 3, fourth term is formed. So like this sequences, they are examples of arithmetic sequences. So in general, we can write arithmetic sequence like this. So if difference, in previous example we have got difference of plus 3. Difference of plus 3, if you take it as D, if you consider common difference as small d, so then first term is A. How we will get second term? By adding the common difference plus D, it will become A plus D. How we will get third term? For A plus D, again plus D we have to add. A plus D, it will become A plus 2D. Third term is formed. How to get fourth term? For the third term, again we have to add the plus D. Then we will get fourth term and so on. So this is the general expression of a arithmetic sequence. General expression of a arithmetic sequence. Here A is considered as first term. A is considered as first term. D is considered as difference between any two terms, any two consecutive terms. Here side by side, continuous terms, consecutive terms. So that is the common difference. D is the common difference here. And what is the rule here? Xn means nth term. Nth term is equal to A plus D into n minus 1. Because here in first term we don't have D. In second we have 1D. In third term we have 2D. In fourth term we have 3D. Like that, in nth term 1 less than n we have to take. 1 less than n we have to take, because in fourth term what we have taken here? 3D, 1 less than 4. In the same way, in nth term also, 1 less than n we have to take. So it will become a plus d into n minus 1, or a plus n minus 1 into d. A plus n minus 1 into d. This is the nth term, value of nth term of a arithmetic sequence, where a is the first term, d is the common difference, n is the number of term which we want to find. N is the number of term which we want to find. N is the number of term which we want to find. Okay, any doubt regarding this? Somebody asking, sir, please explain arithmetic sequence once again. Arithmetic sequence once again. So here, what is arithmetic sequence? Arithmetic sequence means, 1 minute. So arithmetic sequence means, what is it? If in a sequence, so in a sequence, the difference between one term and next term is constant. If the difference between any two terms is constant, so then it is called as arithmetic sequence. Now here 7 and 10 are there, two terms are there. What is the difference? 3. 19 and 22 are there. What is the difference? 3. So that's why, as the difference is constant, it is called as a arithmetic sequence. Okay. So this is the general form of the arithmetic sequence. A, if we add d, we will get a plus 1d. Again d, if we add a plus 2d. Again a plus 3d. Where a is the first term, d is the common difference, and this is the nth term. This is the value of nth term. This is the value of nth term. Okay. Next. Like this, we have also one more sequence called geometric sequence. So we are going to solve some questions after this topic. At the time, still if you have any doubt, that will be clarified. So geometric sequence, like arithmetic sequence, we have one more special kind of sequence called geometric sequence. There, in geometric sequence, each term is found by multiplying the previous term by a constant. In arithmetic sequence, we have added a constant term, but whereas in geometric sequence, we will multiply with a constant term. So here, suppose we have a sequence 2, 4, 8, 16. 2, 4 rule we will learn next slide. Okay. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, like this. So 2 into 2. How we have got 4? By multiplying previous term 2 with 2. 2 into 2, 4. Now third term 8 is there. How we have got this third term? How we have got this third term? Previous term 4 is multiplied with 2. 4 into 2, 8. Now this 128. How we got this 128? Previous term 64 is multiplied with 2. Hence we have got this 128. So in geometric sequence, one term, how a term is formed? By multiplying with a constant number. So the previous number is multiplied with a constant number, and hence this term is formed. So the ratio between two terms is always a constant. This is an example of geometric sequence. So here in general, the geometric sequence, it's look like this. A, here this ratio is taken as R, common ratio. The symbol for common ratio is R. How we have got second term AR? No, AR is the second term. How the second term is formed? To the first term. We have to multiply the first term with R. Then we will get AR. Now, how we have got this AR square? What is the previous term? AR. AR to be multiplied with R. Then it will become AR square. How we have got AR cube, AR square to be multiplied with R. So then we will get AR cube and so on. So this is the general expression of a geometric sequence. Simply, if you multiply with a common number, we will get the next term. Where here A is the first term, R is the common ratio, but here one condition, R should not be equal to 0. R should not be equal to 0. Why? Means if R is 0, if this R equal to 0, so then what happens? A into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. All the terms will become equal to 0 except the first term, which is not geometric. So that's why R not equal to 0. That condition applies here. So here, what is the nth term? What is the value of nth term? In first term, we have only A, means there is no R. We can take R power 0 in first term. In second term, we have AR, means R power 1 is there in second term. In third term, we have AR square. Like that, in nth term, Xn, nth term, what we will be going to have? Here in first term, R is 0, exponent is 0. Second term, exponent is 1. Third term, exponent is 2. In the same way, in the nth term, what will be the exponent? AR to the power of 1 less than n. That is n minus 1. So, AR to the power of n minus 1 is the nth term of the geometric sequence. Because of this nth term definition, we can find any term of that sequence. Okay. Any doubt regarding this? Okay.